How are y'all doing today? I'm doing good. Just got back from lunch and ready to work on a project. I think most of you will remember this chair and someone at the last time we looked at it, let me see if I can get a little more light on it, told me they thought I should sand a little bit more back here on the back of the chair, so that's what I've been doing. But what we're going to do is add the gold leaf to it. And the last time we worked on this, so I'm going to dust this off because I've already been sanding on this a minute. And there's a tad of gold already on here because I was trying out a different gold that I'm going to end up using on here. I'm going to use the liquid gold leaf. But for those of you who didn't see that video, I used this board and compared all the different golds. Let's see, we have Dixie Belle Copper Metallic, DIY Golden Ticket, Deco Art Elegant Champagne Gold. That's the one that's on there now that I thought I was going to use. Folk Art Enamels Metallic Gold, Liquid Leaf Classic Gold. This is the one we're going to use today. Liquitex Alcohol Ink Iridescent Bronze, Liquitex Alcohol Ink Iridescent Bright Gold, Pearl X Solar Gold Powder, Rub and Buff, Antique Gold, Arto Copper, Dixie Belle Gilding Wax and Warm Gold, Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist with Martha Stewart Gold Glitter, and Liquitex Basics Bronze Acrylic. So I decided to go with the liquid leaf. It was the most like metallic of the gold. Thank you so much, Laura. I am not 100%, but I am feeling a lot better than I did. So I went ahead because it was suggested that we painted this chair together. We sanded it, stained it, and then went on with the bright yellow Dixie Belle, what was it? Dixie Belle Daisy. And then after that dried, we added Dixie Belle Mermaid Tail. And then I actually came in with a hand sander, kind of like a little, exactly a belt sander, a sheet sander they call it. And then somebody suggested I need a little more back here, so I now have a little more back there. But today, that I just did by hand with one of the things that goes on my random orbital sander. So this, I'm going to shake it up real good, and you're probably not supposed to because it probably makes bubbles. But this is called Liquid Leaf. And I can put any of this stuff, if you're interested in any of it, let me know and I'll put a link in the comments. But I'm going to put on a glove so that I don't end up gold finger. And I'm going to use one of these El Cheapo sponges here. If I had a pair of scissors, I would cut this in half, but I don't have a pair sitting here and I don't want to leave you to go get them. I'm going to stick on my glove real quick, and then we're just going to accent some around the edges with the gold, just to make this chair that I paid 10 bucks for at a garage sale a little bit more fancy pants. And I don't know what to do about this lid not opening. Y'all know I usually use this butter knife on my paint cans. Let's see. I will probably ruin this. Normally I would have this done ahead of time, but I just at the last minute said, you know what, I'm going to finish that chair before I go home today. There we go. So this is like actual gold leaf, and it's, I don't know how to get it up there shiny enough, and it smells like like if you had a brother who put together model cars. This is like the glue. I'm going to put a little bit of this on this soft sponge. See how much I got there? I'm going to do that twice or 3 times to get it all the way across that end of the sponge. So there we go. I'm going to put the lid on this so I don't knock it over. I think this was like 15 bucks or something like that, but I think a little goes a long way. So we're just going to, oh man, that's gold. That's gold there. This is definitely fancy pants chair. Way more than I thought I had on there. Okay, so I'm just gonna, can y'all see that? Wow, that's definitely fancy pants. I'm gonna just liberally put this on here like I'm doing right now, because I can come back and sand some of that off if it gets you know, too much to handle. I am so shocked at how little, that little bit made so much gold. That's impressive. I'm going to try to put just at this hump in the seat a little. And then, yeah, you can see, I'm just going to hit the high points on the legs and the little footrest here. Same thing there. I'm just hitting it here and there around the edges. Man, that goes a long ways. I'm impressed. This is my first time other than the board there, and I did that with a little brush using this, but I figured I might have to, you know, dip my sponge in it 2 or 3 times or something, but nope, I'm overkilling it right now just trying to use what's on here. Let me turn it around and get the back a little bit. I've still got all the paint on the table from earlier in the week. See if I can pull you a little bit closer. Shine my light a little bit brighter. There we go. Maybe. Yeah. Look, I mean, I'm just barely dragging it across there, and it is definitely golded up. That's cute. I can see some little girl wanting to sit in this in her room at her desk and do her homework. I don't know if she would really want to do her homework. Maybe sit at this at her desk and try putting makeup on, or look on Instagram and see her friends. Things kids do nowadays are way different than things they did in my day. Boom, and that's it. I mean, that's just all this thing needs. Just wanted to gild around the edges. I kind of want to put some right there in the middle, but I'm having to control myself a little. And that's it. This whole chair is now sanded, gilded, and done. And I don't know what, you know, in our area, people are relatively cheap. I kind of figure that's how people are in most areas. You know, money's tight. You work hard for it. You don't want to just throw it away. I'm probably going to put $25 on this chair, and I've enjoyed painting it, learned a new technique, and the gold leaf, I paid $10 for it. I probably have probably $2.50, $3 worth of materials into it, and probably an hour of my time, because I did chit chat with y'all while I was doing it the whole time. So I'm not getting paid as much for my labor as I would like to. If you're in this kind of business too, you could pay yourself more, but I think a used chair in my town, $25 is going to be pushing it. But anyway, I had a couple other things I wanted to ask y'all about today, get your opinion on. Let me see if I can move this out of the way without knocking the whole everything over. Oh. I got a set of these tables. This is an end table. I have another one exactly like it, and a coffee table as well. It's actually better made than I figured it was going to be. It does have a little bit of issues, especially on the coffee table, but here on this piece, it does have some decorative areas on the legs and here, so I'm not going to add a lot to it that way. But I paid, let me see if you can see it if I hold it up. Boom. Can you see right there? There's an area where it's out, and this, you know, I would redo that anyway. So what I'm going to do is sand off any of those areas that are too rough. Then I'll have to worry about bleed through. So I will prime them. Probably only the tops, to tell you the truth. I'll probably clean everything with TSP, sand the tops just a little, and put primer on it, the Zinsser primer, to prevent any tannin bleed through from the wood. And then I got a new tool. This, haven't used one before, but this is a wood grain tool, haven't figured out why it has 2 holes in it, but it has 2 places you can put your handle. I guess that's to change the angle of what you put on there. It looks like there's also at the very edge of this one, it's straight, and at the very edge on this side, it's kind of bumpy. So that may change something. But I figured we would, I normally don't do black or gray or anything like that, but that's what I'm thinking, that I'm gonna start at the bottom with the black and fade into a gray, and then up to a lighter gray and white on the top, and then come back in and put the wood grain texture back on the top. So if you have a different opinion than that you would like to see, or another technique you would like to see, let me know. But I am anxious to get to try to use this, and I think that would look good together. Then I also have, see if I can turn it around here, a set of these. This is, I'm going to walk around there where you can see, a set of TV trays is what we called them when I was a kid. It comes in like a set of 4, and they have like a stand. They fold up. This is it standing up, and these legs fold back, and they fold up, and it goes into like a stand in the corner of your living room. So you could take this out and eat dinner on it. And you know, we'll have to tighten them up a little bit, but I paid $20 for the set of tables. So I'll have fun with that and not have messed up the budget. And somebody gave me this set of these for free. And what I'm trying to decide right now is whether to do them in a semi-farmhouse style to where they would fit in more homes, whether to do them in like an elementary type style and put either stencils on top or vinyl on top that says like homework or something like that, to repurpose them. Instead of being TV trays, they could be homework trays or craft trays or something like that, where, you know, a family may use them again in their living room. Or whether to just go boho, funk it out, make them all different colors, and try some other kind of crazy new technique, and you know, just do something like that with them. So I would love y'all's opinion on what to do with the TV trays. And if you have any ideas, I kind of like the homework and the crafts and all that idea. I kind of could see my grandkids doing that and kind of thought that was a pretty cool idea. They're not extremely sturdy or anything like that, but they would, I mean, I could scrapbook on one of those. My grandkids could do homework on them. So that is a cute idea, but I could also like stencil something on them, paint flowers on the top of them, and make them something that, you know, a grandmother like me would enjoy having, just to look cute in their house. Or we could just funk them out all kinds of crazy funky colors and do something different like that. So if you have an opinion on that, please share it with me. Something you'd like to see. Should they be black and white and just say homework on them? Should they be, you know, pastel colors with flowers on them? Should they be psychedelic? Should they be, you know, modest and farmhouse? Or, you know, any kind of opinion that you have that you would like to see, we can try to find a new technique to put on there. But I'm definitely excited about using that new this new tool. I got this from Prima Marketing, and we could even, on top of those trays, I don't know if I have 4 just alike, but we could use some, you know, Prima things on top of there too if we needed to, like the transfers and things like that. Or we could use those on the tables. And just looking for opinions and looking for, you know, what technique would y'all like to learn. If you got some pictures of something or colors that you like or techniques that you want to learn and you know, that we could do together, let me know, and that's what we'll make happen. And I hope to be working on those next week. I don't work on Friday and Saturday here, and I'm leaving these things at work. But before we discuss them again here, I'll, you know, give y'all some time to think on this or whatever, but I'll have them sanded and primed at least to where we can get to work on putting some color on them and putting some technique on them and doing something fun. So I appreciate y'all checking in. I hope, I'm turn it back around to our chair, which was the star of today. Hope you enjoyed watching the liquid leaf go on. This is dry already, and that is so shiny. I mean, it looks like real gold leaf on there, and it is pretty dang cool. So thanks for joining me. I appreciate you, and I'll probably see you again this weekend doing a project at home. Thanks. Bye.